Yo, Havik Nation has arrived. Welcome to Pause and Rewind, because that's just what we do here. Listen, Sleep Token, man. We made it. Now, there's been a little bit of a lull, can't speak, on the channel when it comes to Sleep Token. I think it's been over a month, and I don't know how many weeks after that, but yeah, there was issues with, Sleep Token videos being taken down on people's channels. Mine was one of those channels, man. I had a lot of Sleep Token videos that have been up, some for like a year, that are now blocked, or that got blocked or were blocked or whatever. And obviously that was a big hit, because I already deal with copyrights. 99% of what I do is copyrighted, so I don't make any money from it. Money goes directly to the artist or the label. So that part's expected, but at least people get to see the reaction. Dealing with a global blocking, that's rough, because not only do they take the money from you, then they block you afterwards is crazy. You know what I mean? So to have a video up for a year, you take 100% of the revenue and then block me so that nobody else can see it either. That's when it really sucks. And that's basically what happened. So I wasn't really sure how the future of Sleep Token reactions was going to go. Inching closer and closer to getting that Patreon up and running, man. So I don't have to really lose content like that I've worked hard on, So we'll see how that goes. But I'm a man of the people. I did promise EUCLID. And I went back and I listened to The Night Does Not Belong to God just a few minutes ago. Because y'all said it in the comments that I should do that. And then everybody in the comments said EUCLID, EUCLID, EUCLID. Like I said, man, I'm doing this for y'all. So here I am, giving you what I promised we would get to. Does not seem fair to just leave things on a cliffhanger. You know what I mean? So here we are. I'm excited to check this out. Y'all said that, many of y'all have said that this is your favorite. This is your favorite song. And this kind of ends out a story or a trilogy, so if you will, like of much of what we've been listening to. I know I haven't heard every single thing, but again, that obviously takes a long time. But I did try to get the highly recommended ones that you guys put out there, and that leads us to EUCLID. So y'all are excited about this song. I'm excited to check it out as well. Here we go. Finally, Havik Nation, let's go. Y'all know I love piano.
Just run it back, give me 5 whole minutes. I am thick out on the inside, burning. I've got a ghost in the hallway, grinning, and a heavy head that won't stop turning. If my fate is a bad collision, and if my mind is an open highway, give me the twilight two-way vision. Give me one last ride on a sunset skylane.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. Every time I hear this dude, I love the delivery of this, and even the rhyme setup, right? Byline, byline, byline. Beautiful. All right, let's hear these lyrics, man. Wow.
Just run it back, give me 5 whole minutes. I am thick out on the inside, burning. I've got a ghost in the hallway, grinning, and a heavy head that won't stop turning.
Run it back, give me 5 whole minutes. I got thick tar on the inside, burning. Got a ghost in the hallway, grinning, and a head turning that won't stop spinning, or something like that. So that already gives me the energy that you're still dealing with something on the inside, right? Black tar burning. It don't get no worse than that, right? A burning feeling on the inside, something completely tearing you apart that's just constant, hot and heavy, but a ghost in the hallway grinning, right? A ghost in the hallway, either being haunted by something or having something that has been lost, right? Because that ghost is now in the hallway, but it's grinning. So that's interesting. And then a head that won't stop spinning. So I like that. I think that already kind of paints a visual picture for me.
If my fate got a heavy head that won't stop turning, if my fate is a bad collision, that if my mind is an open highway, give me the twilight two-way vision, give me one last ride on a sunset skylane. Way vision, give me an open highway, give me the twilight two-way vision, give me.
If my fate is a bad collision. Well, hold on, what'd he say?
Open is a bad collision. That if my mind is an open highway, give me the twilight two-way vision.
If my fate is a bad collision and my mind is an open highway, give me the twilight two-way vision.
One last ride on a sunset.
Give me one last ride on a sunset skylane. That's some of my favorite lyrics that I've heard so far. Again, it's about painting the picture, about painting the visual. If my fate is a two-way collision, and we've covered what we believe to be accidents before in Sleep Token songs, specifically car accidents. So now we're directly saying two-way collision. Right? So we're talking about head on, chicken style, right? If my fate is that colliding with something, coming to an instant stop, that momentum just, halting, then, give me the twilight two-way vision, give me the beautiful sunset skyline for one last ride. If that's what it is, then just make sure I got a nice view with it. I'm accepting that that's what's coming, but damn it, just let me get a nice sunset skyline view when it comes. I like that. I really, really, really like that.
Twilight two-way vision, give me one last ride on a sunset skylane.
And then even the twilight vision, two-way twilight vision. Give me twilight. I'm thinking like Twilight Zone, you know what I mean? Something a little bit abnormal, something, diving into unearthly plane. We've talked about that in previous reactions as well. That two-way vision of being able to see here and from there. Give me that Twilight two-way vision so that I can see and understand both sides of something. And I can see it from that perspective as well, even though it's probably not possible, but give me that so that I can really fully accept what's coming.
Way vision, give me one last ride on a sunset skylane. Call me when you get the chance. I can feel the walls around me closing in.
What is that?
Just running forward, alive like wires as I see the past on an empty ceiling. I play along with the life signs anyway, but oh to God, you don't know this feeling. Yet in reverse, you were all my symmetry. A parallel I would lay my life on. So if your wings won't find you heaven, I will bring it down like an ancient bygone.
Oh my God. No. No. Wow. These lyrics, bro. God, he sounds so... I'm not even going to go there because, I don't know what to classify this music as. What is this? Bro, let's talk about these lyrics. This is going to be a long video.
Just running forward, alive like wires as I see the past on an empty ceiling.
Just run it forward. Life like wires, just looking at the past on an empty ceiling or something like that, right? So again, painting the picture. Just imagine laying on the floor on your back or laying in the bed on your back and you're just staring up at the ceiling. Most people's ceilings are empty, okay? Unless you're rich, okay? Most people got empty ceilings. And what are you doing there? You're in deep thought. You're just going through the memory, going through the memory bank, right? And like a projector from your brain, just going through the past on that ceiling, just staring at that ceiling, lost in deep thought. I love the imagery. I love it.
Just running forward alive like wires as I see the paths on an empty ceiling. I play along with the life signs anyway, but oh to God you don't know this feeling.
Wow, I hope to God you don't know this feeling, bro.
Signs anyway, but oh to God you don't know this feeling. Yet in reverse you were all my symmetry. A parallel I would lay my life on. So if your wings won't find you heaven, I will bring it down like an ancient bygone. Parallel I would lay my life on. So if your wings won't find you heaven,
all right, so this right here.
You were all my symmetry.
So in reverse, you were all my symmetry.
Parallel I would
Lay my life on. So in reverse, you were all my symmetry. So you, first of all, to be talking about symmetry, well, this is also called Euclid. I'm assuming that might be the connection there to talk about things that are symmetrical, right? Because then he even goes on to say parallel in the very next line. So symmetry, you were my other half. You were my other half is what I'm getting from that. You were the piece of me that completed me, that made me whole. You were everything. And no matter where I went, no matter what I did, you were that symmetry to me, that puzzle piece to me. A parallel that I would lay my life on, a side by side that I would bet anything on. I would give anything for. You were that parallel. But parallel also now makes me think of two like lives running parallel to each other at the same time, but separate, right? Especially if you're talking about the loss of someone, just holding on to the fact that though the two lives are still running parallel to each other, that also kind of makes me think of that as well, just kind of as like a hopeful feeling. And then parallelogram, like if we really want to stay in like the geometry realm, there's a lot of references there already.
In reverse, you were all my symmetry. A parallel I would lay my life on. So if your wings won't find you heaven, I will bring it down like an ancient bygone.
Your wings. If you don't find them in heaven, again, we're talking about loss. Because now we're talking about, again, somebody ascending to heaven or an unearthly plane. And if you don't find your wings there, I'll bring them down like an ancient bygone. So we're now even saying the word ancient while referring to Euclid. There's a lot of Greek. I don't know if there's a lot, but I know I remember Damocles and stuff like that where we did reactions as well. And there's Greek references there. And here we are again, but now we're also directly saying ancient. And then we're also saying bygone. So we're talking about the past again, but like the distant past, the deep, deep past, right? So time has now passed quite a bit to where the bygones, which we're considering a distant past, we're saying are ancient, not just old, not just distant, but ancient. So a lot of time has passed. That's what I'm getting from that.
You haven't, I will bring it down like an ancient bygone. Call me when you have the time. I just need to leave this part of me behind. Do you remember me?
switch ups. These switch ups, y'all. These switch ups.
You still and do you still believe that nothing else matters for me? It's still the autumn leaves. These ancient canopies that we used to lay beneath. No, I know the night belongs to you. This power's broken through. I must be someone new.
Whoa. Slow the hell down. Slow the hell down. I can't help but think the night does not belong to God because I just listened to it again. Right? Hold on, let's go back.
Still the autumn.
I like even that part where it was like, do you remember me? Right? And I told you the night does not belong to God. Clearly, like, represented to me, we were Notebook style, right? Somebody not being able to remember you, dealing with the sundowning and all of that type of stuff. And you know, you were just hoping for some daylight, some sunlight, because they were their best selves in those moments and they could remember a little bit. But when the night hit, they didn't remember anymore. So now you're asking the question, do you remember me?
It's still the autumn leaves. These ancient canopies.
Ancient again, right? So again, we're talking about a distant past, or at least a past that feels so old to you now. But for me, it was the ancient canopies. It was the autumn leaves. We're still in that memory bank. We're still reminiscing. We're still remembering the good times of just laying beneath those canopies in autumn. That was the best times, as said before in the other song. So again, where I just memory lane here.
These ancient canopies that we used to lay beneath. No, I know the night belongs to you. This power's broken through. I must be someone new.
By now, the night belongs to you. So I think that's a switch up, because before it was the night belongs to God, the night does not belong to God. Give me the night, and now the night belongs to you. So I think we've made it to the end where the night, it belongs to you. It doesn't belong to me, it doesn't belong to God, it doesn't belong to anybody. It belongs to you. This is the night, and it is your night. And now I must become someone new, which screams to me you're accepting the fact that you have no control and that, you know, you have to move on, essentially, right? And that's the thing about letting go in general. Like, when you let go, you also have to accept the fact that you are a new, changed person when you lose something that you've had for so long. That's just the where people fail is trying to move on, but getting the same feeling or getting back to what they once had before. It doesn't work. You have to accept that this is a new you and move forward with that. Only then will it work. That's just my opinion. So to hear those words, I have to become someone new, or I need to become someone new, or whatever, like, that's a big statement, right? Because, I don't know, that's a sense of letting go, I feel like.
I must be someone new.
So this right here, there's like these overlapping, intertwining vocals, which take me back to endlessly intertwined, I think was the lyric, right? Or entangled, endlessly intertwined, something like that. And also in this song, the parallel that I was talking about. And now in this overlapping vocal, you have him talking about the memories again, but also singing in the cadence of what started, I must be someone new. So we're entangling, accepting the future with this ancient past as well. And they musically are running parallel to each other. Damn! I say, excuse me. That's what I'm getting from that. You can't just mention parallel and all of this other stuff and then do these vocals. And these vocals aren't just like, you know, backups to assist like, they're two different topics going back and forth, sharing actually the same space in the same line, right? So that to me is that entanglement, that intertwine, that endless intertwine. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. It's past, present, and future happening simultaneously, which just solidifies that parallel, in my opinion. Whoa. And then the symmetry mention again, right? This is all part of that. All part of that. There it is, damn it. Yes, yes. Those words mean so much more. Oh my God. Oh my God. Whoa. Whoa, hold on. Hold on. I'm a gangster. Hold on. Man, they're the same lyrics. They haven't even changed. They haven't even changed. They haven't even changed. It's the same exact lyrics. That's crazy. That, to me, is like, you know, yeah, you got to become someone new, right? You got to let go. You have to release. You have to move on. But you don't have to forget. right? You don't have to forget. I can lay on my bed and make memory movies with my ceiling. I can do that. But I can't do it in the sense that I'm stuck there. I have to be someone new. I can just carry some of that with me. I can carry those memories with me and accept the fact that I have this new life and I need to, build these new walls and these new whatever, whatever it is, as long as it's new. You know what I mean? But I feel forever intertwined. I feel forever tangled. And that's just how it's going to be forever for me. I don't know, man. That's what I'm getting. There's something really, really beautiful about that. I like how I can hear the same exact lyrics that I've already heard, which already had a big-ass deep meaning, but to hear it again, and the meaning is the same but kind of changed a little bit. I don't know. That's powerful stuff. For the last time, man.
So give me the night,
Right? That same note, that same music. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Even that effect on those vocals feels transcendent, right? It feels like at some point, since the memories we were talking about were so ancient, you now have also just kind of made your end or met your end. And we started with, if my fate is a two-way collision, then just give me a beautiful view, right? So now maybe at the end, and at some point you have to, right? The debt that all men pay is what? Death, right? So eventually you make it to your end, and now you're transcending and continuing that forever, eternal entanglement, intertwining of lovers, right? That's the word he used, lovers, right? So it's like you're meeting again, because those vocals makes it feel like you are in that space that we're talking about. You know what I mean? And then it's ending with the boom, 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 right? Circling right back into the night does not belong to God. Whoa, man, listen. This ain't even storytelling 101. I can't even say that. This is storytelling 206. Okay? This is advanced level. This is how you tell a story through music, and like there's purpose. There's purpose, right? It's not just lyrics on a page, right? There's meaning, there's purpose, there's this like collective conscious of recognizing and pulling from other music that you have written and performed over the years, and pulling from that and being inspired by your own work to then tell a new story or a new chapter, just like an author of a novel or a book or something like that. It's the same thing, but done in music and through a much shorter time frame, right? You're covering the same amount of time that somebody could cover in a novel, but you got 3 to 5 minutes or something like that in a song, and you're still capturing that same essence. That to me is next level. That's like artistry, you know, at top tier. And yeah, this was beautiful, man. And even those switch ups between the heavy guitar and then right into the piano, heavy guitar again, right into piano. That's not something that you hear like ever. You know what I mean? And I'm sure a lot of people would say that's not even supposed to work, but it works great. It works great. And then, yeah, again, like this whole geometry, symmetry, parallel stuff. And then your title Euclid, it just all fits, you know? Again, I think there was just an emphasis on the symmetry part, like this person or whomever is this other half of you that makes the complete whole. And without them, there is no symmetry. There is no shape. There is no wholeness, right? So, yeah, like being forever intertwined would make sense. So I don't know. I just love the word choices here. I love the references. I love even the Greek references to pull into this, to tell this story. I don't know. I think everything was really great. Listening to The Night Does Not Belong to God right before this was a great recommendation. So thank y'all for that. Because it felt fresh on the brain, so much so that I feel like I recall most of what I'm hearing from this song from that song, even though I know there's probably other songs that they're talking about as well that I either I'm not remembering or didn't catch or didn't hear because I haven't heard it. But either way, I think I personally understood my interpretation of it and perspective of what I pulled from that. I'm very curious to hear y'all leave some comments and let me know how this all really unfolds, what it all means, and then what it meant to you. What was your experience? What's your current experience now? And yeah, just another thank you to y'all because this journey has been crazy. And it's been fun and it's been supportive, which is great. I base who I react to based on the fan base. If the fan base seems crazy, you'll never see that artist on my channel. I don't care what kind of views it would get me. It can make my channel blow up. Not doing it. You know what I mean? I value positivity. I value connection. You know, there's just certain things that matter to me and are important to me. And I'm not like sacrificing it for anything. So, you know, I appreciate the fan base that has been Sleep Token. We're not going anywhere. There will be more, hopefully, if things continue. Now that Sleep Token is under Sony, it's possible that every future thing that Sleep Token does will be blocked on this channel. And so that's why the Patreon might have to come into play so that we can keep doing this. I don't want to stop it, but I am still in the process of trying to figure it out. So if we go in between reactions and it takes a long time, just know that I'm just trying to figure it all out, trying to work it all out. But either way, I appreciate y'all very much. And yeah, leave some comments. Let me know what I should get to next. And hopefully we can make it a reaction at some point on the channel or otherwise. And I'll see y'all next time. Havik Nation, be easy.
Yeah, they sleeping on us, bed, we wake them up. Cut my day ones off cause they was faking love. Had to change the recipe, my cake ain't baking up. Yeah, they sleeping on us, bed, we wake them up. Tryna take what's in my pocket, that's a no, yeah. Tryna one beat that.